The ones of Karamoja, I know Mata and Ejo Kana. And fighting from the lower land of Acholi and Lango, Apoyo Unukobango. So, you will excuse me, I really convened this meeting and I wanted to be there in person, but unfortunately my flight got diverted because of weather issue and I arrived this morning at 5 a.m. I couldn't make it personally, but again, we could not cancel the meeting because it's such an important meeting for the creative industry in Northern Region. So I want to thank Sylvia for ensuring that she insists that even if my flight got delayed, I should be online. And so I am so grateful since morning to listen to you. The testimonies about how financing has not been targeting enough, how birthdays are being sung by people from Kampala, coming to Gulu to sing birthdays. I think I have learned a lot from you people and your concern, because being a leader requires that you listen to the concerns of people and we solve the problems together. So for me, the first issue I want to raise with you is that as a ministry, ours is to listen from you. And your resolution is what I will go with. That is the first point. Thank you. The second point is that I want to thank General Sade for profiling the creative industry post-COVID. He worked with the creative industry, he profiled it, and made sure that we work together with him to ensure that both cabinets and the country understands the importance of creative industry. And in the National Development Plan, for which we are designing, the president in cabinet insisted and the creative industry was placed among the top 7 priorities for the country in the next 20 years. So let's thank His Excellency the President for standing with us in cabinet and everywhere. Now, I want to indicate that with that support from His Excellency the President and General Saleh, we have been able as a ministry to look for avenues for presenting the budget so that we get money. We presented many budgets, but unfortunately for this financial year, we were not able to get financing for this financial year ending June. However, for the financial year 25-26, beginning July, we have been given money, and I want to give you the figure, and I will try to tell you how we thought of utilizing it for your input. We were given 18 billion for development of the creative industry. That is the first budget. Then the second budget is 5 billion, which is meant to be to support the circle for musicians. But that circle was based on a presentation by the Musician Federation led by Eddie Kenzo. I don't know whether any of you here was in State House when we met the president with Eddie Kenzo, the day Eddie Kenzo was appointed. Was any of you in that meeting in State House? Okay, some of you were there. So, in that meeting, the Federation, Musician Federation, requested for money to give SACCO, and what they stated is that the SACCO will be based on sub-regions. And they presented 19 sub-regions. In the case of Northern Region, they said the sub-region include Karamoja, Acholi, Lango, and West Nile. So the 5 billion which has been allocated is meant to divide the 5 billion and give to the 19 sub-region, which will support you to have a creative music circle, which according to Eddie Kenzo, that circle was already formed at the national level, and he had already requested sub-regions to open an office, and he supported each office with 15 million, and he now wanted that in the 5 billion, money should be sent direct from the Ministry of Gender to an account open at the sub-region for you to manage your circle and lend it to musicians. So for that reason, the 5 billion, we had allocated it to the 19th sub-region, and again in the northern, I've already mentioned the 4 sub-region, Karamoja, Acholi, West Nile, and Lango. So the first thing I want from you people would be to really clarify that, do you still want us to proceed